Hi there! You're invited to listen to an exclusive excerpt from the next episode that I'll be publishing on Sunday. My next guest is absolutely fascinating, and this is just a teaser of what you can expect from our discussion. Enjoy listening, and I'll see you on Sunday for the full episode.
Welcome to Finscale, a podcast created by Solène Niederkorn, shedding light on innovation in finance, banking, and insurance.
The remarkable journey of eToro. Yoni Assia, CEO and co-founder of eToro.
When we started, we were one of the only, the term fintech didn't exist in 2007. One of the very few online companies in the financial services investing space. This was really just the beginning, right? So when you think of 16 years ago, remember, this was also the beginning of Facebook and Twitter. So it's not that surprising. Most online, there weren't a lot of large scale online brokers, especially not that are global, right? You had local ones in local countries, but very few global ones. And initially our approach was very much performance marketing approach. So we said, let's build the platform. Let's start market the platform in a lot of jurisdictions at the same time. And let's see where do we see the maximum amount of actually customers coming into the platform.
In this episode, Yoni delves into the world of social trading platforms. He explored the concepts of copy trading and its origins, shedding light on the associated risks and effective risk management strategies. We also discussed the impact of regulatory compliance on copy trading activities, highlighting key consumer protections regulations. Yoni provides insight on evaluating risk and making informed investment decisions. Additionally, we touch upon CFD trading and its appeal as a leverage trading practice. Shifting the focus to eToro, Yoni takes us through the history and background of the platform, emphasizing its Israeli roots and their contribution to the democratization trading on a global scale. We get to hear about eToro's growth journey, including notable acquisition, marketing strategies, and expansion plans. Lastly, we address the SPAC deal cancellation and explore the timing consideration for a potential IPO. Enjoy the show! Hello, everyone. Hi, Yoni.
Hi.
I'm really honored to have you as guest. It's a great pleasure for me to invite you on Finscale.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, you're here to help us dive into the fascinating world of social trading platform and copy trading. And before we proceed, I would like to thank François-Xavier Copé and Emmanuel Zachman for their kind intro. May I ask you a brief introduction from you?
Sure. I'm Yoni Assia. I'm CEO and co-founder of eToro. We started eToro in 2007, so 16 years ago, with the vision of opening the global markets for everyone to trade and invest in a simple and transparent way. And I've been passionate about the world of both investing, trading, as well as technology since I was very, very young. I started trading when I was 13 and started developing and programming when I was about the same age. And I've always been excited on the intersection of finance and technology.
Excellent. But you've always been an entrepreneur? Or did you work in big corporates, firms, and banks?
I started actually working in technology as a programmer, when I was about maybe 15, 16, building websites. I then, alongside the fact that I was a bit of a young trader, and then I joined the Israeli Defense Forces in basically the intelligence corps as a programmer. So I had a lot of the experience coming from the IDF, learning how to develop large-scale systems. Mm-hmm. And as I ended my service, I actually joined as a co-founder another company called CD Ride at the time, mm-hmm. Which actually developed cameras on roller coasters. So when you came off a roller coaster, you could buy a DVD of your entire ride.
Wow.
And 3-4 years later, I started eToro. When I was about 25, we started talking already about eToro and co-founded eToro with my older brother, Ronen.
Okay, so two brothers working together. I didn't know that. Perfect. Thank you very much. So, as I said in introduction, there is a lot to do with copy trading. I think people know what copy trading means, but when we go into the details, I believe that people are not really aware of what it really means and where it's coming from. So can we start by this very simple question? Could you please explain or re-explain to us what copy trading is and who has been starting implementing that kind of asset management?
So I'll give you the story from the background of eToro. So when we started eToro, we wanted to re-simplify the user experience for accessing financial markets, right? So back then in 2007, everything was still download executable applications on a desktop. Most people who access then the stock markets and capital markets were traditionally mass affluent, a bit older usually, because you have to have at least like $5,000 or $10,000 or euros to actually have a portfolio of stocks and actively trade. And the actual user interface of a lot of those platforms still, by the way, today, that are operated by the banks is a very non-intuitive, very complex user interface that assumes you have a lot of time to learn how to operate. And so when we started eToro, we said, we want to simplify the access to financial markets. We want it to be as simple as buying a book on Amazon to be able to buy shares of Google or of Facebook. And as we started, because this was also in the beginning of social networking, we added a lot of elements of social networking from the get-go. And 2 years after we started, what we realized is that the most engaging element actually in our platform was people talking to one another, constantly asking each other the same questions, which were, what are you actually trading right now? Are you still holding that position that you actually opened 3 days ago? And it was like this place where people talked about their portfolios. So at that point, we said, okay, let's actually wrap the entire investment platform in a social network.
Now that you've heard an excerpt from the upcoming episode on Sunday, make sure you stay tuned and connected so you don't miss a beat.